What are your NSFW or slightly illegal life hacks? Serious. When I was younger I started masturbating with my left hand. Now it's the only way I can do it. Browsing my phone for quality material with my right hand is truly amazing. Edit. What? I have one that my dad did back in college. More of a one-time life hack than anything. His professor basically spent all his free time writing and trying to sell to Hollywood script for a movie. He was barely there during office hours. He was super disorganized when it came to the students. Things like that. Come finals. And my dad slept through it. He slept through the final and was absolutely panicking. So he decided to play things a little underhanded. And grades were posted and his was naturally not there. He went to the professor and said, "Sir, about my test score, I noticed that it wasn't posted." Technically true. Although he didn't state the reason why the score wasn't there. The professor began looking through his notes and obviously didn't find the test. But the professor was so disorganized that he was convinced that he had lost the test. "Oh, yeah, you got a B+, he said, quickly jotting the grade down on the grade sheet. My dad got up, walked out, and never ducking looked back. If you get a parking ticket, keep the envelope ticket. After you pay it, you can now park in that area for free. Just put the old ticket on your windshield for whenever you park. Got about an entire year's worth at my university." I haven't done this, but a friend of mine did last year at Lollapalooza. He went around selling brownies to people for like $10 each. The trick is, they were actually just brownies. For the desperately broke homeless youth, I used to do this when I was a skate rat. All you needed was a hammer, a quarter, and an older vending machine. Hammer the quarter flatter and flatter till it's the size of a silver dollar, $1 coin, whatever. Old vending machines obviously don't have the greatest technology in them and can only read the now flatted coin size as a silver dollar. Then hit the coin return. Your quarter just became 4 quarters. Repeat as much as you like. I turned $0.25 into $30 at one point. Now that I'm older and make good money, I wouldn't do this, but if anyone is ever desperately in need of money, homeless, it definitely helps. Edit. Bolded. Edit. Yes, this is illegal. Edit. I do not encourage you to do this. Obey the law. Source. Straight from the Anarchist Cookbook. In 8th grade I lived in an apartment and I used to stick a wad of tissue paper up the vending machine change return, and every evening I'd reach up there and pull my day's loot of change down. I'd pocket about $7 per day. People just assumed the machine ate their change. Does that girl seem out of your league? Picture her taking a it. It puts her right back on your level. For the ladies, use coconut oil, a small amount, when you shave your bits. It'll be super soft, like can't keep my hand out in my pants soft, and it helps avoid any little cuts. Bonus, smells really good too. When I was a teenager I would go to Kmart, Walmart, etc. Put on a new pair of shoes and leave my old ones in the box and walk out. After a while I would go back with the crappy pair of shoes, find the same pair and swap out again. I skateboarded as a kid and my mom was poor, so I went through a pair of shoes every month. If your cable bill has gone up a lot, call the company and scream that you want to cancel and go to a competitor. You'll be transferred to their retention department and they'll try and save you as a customer, meaning adding promos. If you escalate it enough, you can get some nice deals. Source. I used to work for Time Warner Cable. Edit. When I said scream, I meant it in the figurative sense. Please don't yell at phone reps, comma. If you tie a string around your finger, it'll turn purple. Always masturbate before any hard decision. Always take a it before leg day at the gym. If you think you're close to jizzing but want to carry on, subtly bite your tongue and the feeling will go away. Easiest way to prolong orgasm. I have never bought any produce besides bananas. By that I mean when I go to Meijer I only ever key in 4011 for the produce code. When smoking weed for the first time, make sure you have a trusted friend with you. Not heavily illegal and I didn't think of this, but if you can speak 2 languages and need to write a quick paper, Search up a paper covering that topic online in one language and then translate to your current language. Hard to be called out for plagiarism when the original paper is in a different language. When you're going down on a girl, try to keep as much of your tongue in your mouth as possible. You'll have more range of motion. Also, not every woman likes the same thing. Learn to read body language. One thing that helps is by putting your hands on her lower stomach and feeling for her muscles to contract. Last but certainly not least, ask her what she likes and doesn't like. You don't want to go straight to the clit if she can't handle direct stimulation. Once got a lot of hate for posting this to our life pro tips, but it's definitely worked for me. Hotel lobbies are a great place to kill time if you need to wait for someone or something in a city. I live in Nick, and occasionally I've had to wait on a relative taking a bus into town, or someone is late for something, and then I just find a relatively swank hotel with a nice waiting area and a couch and sit there. It'll usually be about 20 minutes before anyone says anything, and if you need more time, just say you're waiting for a friend who is staying at the hotel. Always befriend drug dealers. You'll thank me later when your hot friend is looking for some molly. 2 words. Chipotle napkins. GameStop has a 7-day full refund policy for used video games. Buy the game, play it, return it. Basically a free rental. On my job applications, I change all the business numbers of my past employers to my friends' family, people I know who are willing to lie for me. That way when any potential employer calls, I get glowing references from everybody. This also works great if you have gaps in your work history. 6 months off, make up a job, put your friend's number down, have them pretend to be a business owner, saying you worked part-time driving a truck, whatever, never late, great employee, blah blah. It's landed me several jobs I would have never been able to get otherwise. Speeding. When you do the math on what my time is worth, and how much time I save, and the rate at which I get tickets, I'm literally saving thousands of dollars every year. Edit. Added a comment with, calculations here. If you have to bury a body, bury it, then fill in the hole. Dig halfway down in the same place. Put a dead dog, and fill the hole. When sniffer dogs find it, police will dig down and find the dog. Call it a false alarm and keep going. Edit. Damn. I should bury my inbox along with the dog and body. Learn how to masturbate with both hands. Trust me, it will help for the future. Bulk bins at grocery store. Bag most expensive item. Write down code for least expensive item. Works best for nuts. Buy the shelled pistachios and write down the code for the in-shell pistachios. Use the self-checkout. Works 100% of the time, usually because the person working the checkout computer for all checkout lanes is just staring into space. My grandfather used to stand in people's yards around state county fairs or the like with a sign that says parking $5 probably like 5 cents back then, and have people pay him to park into random people's yards. He'd make enough money to go into the fair and have a good day. Sex tip. After you have had sex with a girl a couple times, try this. Tease her a little and slide it in when it's real wet, then give her 9 half pumps on the 10th one full pump, then 8 half and 2 full, so on and so on, till you get to round 4, then go balls deep. Works like a charm. Edit. To clarify, this is usually a one-time deal super early in the relationship. College food court. Salad was weighed to determine price. Steak under a pile of salad is an expensive salad but a cheap steak. My dad goes thrift shopping a lot. He always checks coat pockets for money. He has found Ray-Ban sunglasses and up to $50. Got some type of traffic moving violation coming up and no attorney? Get a nice haircut, dress sharp, smile, and show up at least a half hour early for your court appearance. Find out where the prosecutor's office is and go in and identify yourself and ask them what is the best they can offer in the form of a lesser charge. Be as sincere as you can be. Many times they will offer you some type of a lesser charge than the original violation. This requires confidence. So look in the mirror before you leave home and give yourself a pep talk. Good luck. This works a lot of the time because most court systems are swamped with cases, and if they can quickly resolve a case for a lesser charge, it keeps things moving. It's a win-win deal. I learned this from Reddit somewhere. Didn't find it on my own. Put a P after reddit.com to enable photo browsing of any subreddit, NSFW, edit, or what. Thanks for the gold. Bring your own USB to USB-B cable to libraries. Plug in your laptop and just download the driver for the printer. Free printing. This one is outdated due to obsolete technology, but here's what I used to do to get high quality movies for the price of a rental. Rent a VHS. Dub it onto a blank VHS cassette. Next, open the casing on both cassettes using a screwdriver, and simply swap the spools. Return the tape with the poorer quality dub to the video store, and keep the higher quality one for yourself. Thinking back on that was ridiculous. Underage and wanna buy beer? Go to Walmart or similar store. Get a 6-pack of beer, preferably a brown bottle. Go to the root beer aisle where you can buy 6-pack glass bottles and switch the bottles out. Buy some chips or something snacky and pick a busy line or self-checkout. If you work in an office, binder clips make great chip clips. Your company probably orders them by the thousand and won't notice if a handful go missing. Plus they come in different sizes. If you want to stay in a particular hotel in an area, rather than using Priceline or one of the discount sites, call the actual hotel directly and explain that you want to make a reservation and you're with the conference that's there that weekend, so you need that group discount rate. When he/she asks what conference, just start talking about how your assistant didn't give you that information and you're looking for it, and just keep talking while you suggest that they just tell you which conferences are there. They'll start listing them, and you can pick one. One time, the only group rate was for a college reunion, and when I said, yeah, that one, the woman was surprised I wouldn't remember my own college name but still gave me the discount. Getting rooms for $75.90 instead of $200, $300 can be a huge money saver. In any major area, invariably there will be something going on every weekend if the hotel isn't a terrible one. I've been traveling for 2 decades with that trick and haven't yet had it not work. For single people, when you got to a sit-down restaurant by yourself, bring a notebook. Write in it every now and then and you will be treated like a food critic.